Now we are going to check and to try to understand what is the patient chart. Okay, so on top you have the name of the practitioner. In this case, it can be Ursula or Arshad, it's Arshad. And you have the patient's name, and this is a drop-down menu where you can find the patient. The patient is Angela Perrin. You have on this first line her age, 45 years old. Where you've been putting the last cast, the prosthetic cast, you can keep them at the clinic, you can give to the patient, you can scan them, or you can delete them. Okay, so knowing that, you know where are the casts. In case you are storing casts in the lab or somewhere, you know where it is. You have the Aetna insurance because this patient is part of the Aetna insurance, and you have the file number. It's number one in this case. It's a demo case. It is the number of the paper file. All these, at a glance, you can find it on the chart. So now you have a certain number of things that you can do. You can go to the patient chart. You can go to payment, history, medical questionnaire, dental questionnaire, vitals questionnaire, allergies. We will cover that step by step. Right now, you have three levels: current, initial, and treatment plan. So when the patient is coming, you will load a certain number of images. You click on images, and you are going to load the images of the patient. Like this, you have the teeth, the patient's face, you have also the OPG, and the last OPGs will be displayed by default. So it's easy for you to work on the last OPG. You have small periapical X-rays also, which can be displayed in the patient's files. So when I go back to the chart, I am in chart. I have been working on images, and automatically I can see this OPG. If I make a double click, I see the OPG in big, and I can see in details what it is. This allows me to set up the chart. And this is the chart of the patient at the initial step. So this is the initial step, and this is in relationship with this clinical thing. You have a crown, you have a root canal on the tooth number 47, you have a filling, it's an occlusodistal filling on 46, and all that you can do it using these small things. So if I want to make a root canal, I click on the root canal, I click on the canine, and it's coming as a root canal in the canine. If I want to remove it, I click here and I can remove it. So based on this initial state, we can make, of course, a treatment plan where we plan to do a certain number of composite extractions or whatever we want to do. And we propose that, let's say in this example, I am going to edit a form which is called a quotation. I go to quotation and I can edit a quotation for the patient based on what we've seen. You have the logo of the clinic, the details, the practitioner name, the details of the composite and treatment plan, the signature, and all that can be saved and print. If and this will be put in the history. So if you don't want to do that, you have another option, is you go to a signed document, and then you go to a quotation sign, and it will be signed on a digital way or a manual way. So you have here a signature of patient, and you can either click for manual signature, I show you. So we can print that. We can print here. We have the signature of the patient can sign, and it's printed, and it is saved in the history. So the other way with sign, you go to sign, quotation, and you can do it digitally. So this is where the signature of the patient will come, digital signature. You click here, and you have a digital signature which can be done here. So I do the signature, the patient is doing the signature. He can do that on a computer with a computer mouse, or on a trackpad, or manually with a small pen on a tablet, or on a telephone also. So all this is working. We save this signature, And now we can save and print the data, and you have all that can be saved in the history or printed. If you want, the patient has been placing her signature, we can print that, and it's printed and given to the patient. We try to minimize the number of papers we are manipulating. So in some cases now, what we do, we work in the history, and you have the form quotation sign, which is what we did, and you can find it here, and it is in the data which have been saved inside the database of the patient. And this is online. Even if you break your computer, if you lose it, it's all online, and it is saved, and it is very much secure, much more secure than in a dental clinic. So when I click that, I come to the patient's file. I can work on a filling. I can work on a root canal, fixed, removable, implants. In implants, I have everything when I'm dealing with implants. So it's very easy to manipulate all these things and to work in this way. For that, you will need to edit the price list of everything you are using. If you are in a network, you may have two prices. The price in the network, let's say AXA, for example, and the price for the patient with no insurance. So the price might be different. In some cases, the price will add the price of the copay of the insurance and the price which is part of the patient. So all this is possible. And I am going to show you in a new movie how we can manage the price list.